How we doing, guys? Down here in Knoxville, just finished up for the night. Just left out of the house yesterday, which was Monday. I hope everybody had a good Thanksgiving. I got to celebrate with a bunch of family and friends. No, just family. There was no friends. Wife, I guess she can be my friend. So a lot's happened lately. Let's see, I was home for 11 days. I actually went home for to have a 4-day weekend. This camera seems very close. Went home for a 4-day weekend. It turned into 11 days off. I kind of got lazy and didn't want to go out the 5th day, and then after that I ended up started getting sharp pains in my chest, and then I started getting sharp pains down my arm, and when that started happening I started getting a little worried, so I went to the emergency room to get checked out. They didn't really find anything. They told me to go see a cardiologist. I kind of just said screw it and waited out the pain to see if it'd get worse or better. It actually just ended up going away. Occasionally here and there I feel a little something, but I think there's gas that gets trapped in my chest and it fucking ends up giving me a shit ton of pain. And as I rub it, it feels like it might be muscular. So I don't know. They didn't come across anything with the scans and stuff like that, so I didn't want to waste any more time. But I ended up being home for 11 days for that. And then my teeth are already pretty fucked up in the front. So I ended up with a lot of tooth pain. Filling had fallen out, and actually came out with my floss. Let's see. There we go. So the filling came out, and I needed a root canal on it. Actually, all four of my 4 top teeth need root canals, so I'm getting root canals done on all 4 of them. But I had to try to get into the dentist and had to try to get back into the dentist and trying to make some money at the same time. So I grabbed a couple runs. I took one run, ran that out to, I don't remember now, I think Wisconsin, and turned around, brought a load right back. And then I back over to Massachusetts, deadheaded home. And then I took a load from Rochester over to Massachusetts and New York and Vermont. 4 stops. Paid really freaking good. And then I deadheaded back home. Went to the dentist. I basically just been going home nonstop. I think I did a total of 3 or 4 runs in that, 2.5 week span. I basically was just making ends meet, just trying to get everything taken care of. So now, made it through for Thanksgiving, stayed home for Thanksgiving. I could have just went out and hit the road then, but there wasn't really anything running anyway, so what was the sense of hitting the road if I wasn't going to be able to do anything? Plus, as my wife's birthday actually lands on Thanksgiving. It's a toss-up between my mother and my wife. They're only a day apart. Their birthdays are only a day apart. It doesn't always land on their birthdays, but every couple of years it lands on one of them. Oh geez. So we left out yesterday. Yesterday was Monday. I hauled this tank. I'll put that tank up right here. It was 15 foot long. The thing was less than 4,000 pounds. Didn't pay very well. It paid like $1.53 a mile. Which is fine. I got my fuel paid off. I got $146 out of it going to my bank account, and I still got $76 that I took from the load on my fuel card. So I got my tanks topped off, and I still got money coming in my pocket for the load. And then this load, I booked this load, picking up not even a mile down the road. Tomorrow morning. It was a 161 mile deadhead. Some type of a load of pipe or something like that. I'll try to get a video in tomorrow, see what happens. But this goes right back to the house, right back up to basically Syracuse. It pays over $2 a mile, so yeah, over $2 a mile. It pays like $1,650, I believe, on 792 miles. So I'll have it up there Thursday afternoon. I'm trying to get something back out of the house. If I can't get anything back out of there until Monday, then I'll probably go to the dentist on Friday and get another root canal done on one of my other teeth. I actually had 2 fillings that broke simultaneously. The one's not bothering me. The other one popped out, and they did the root canal on that one already. Put me on antibiotics for a week, and then when I went back there, she put me on another week of antibiotics, which was a pain in the ass because it was every 6 hours. So I was doing 5 a.m., 11 a.m., and vice versa, the night side of it. So 5 p.m., 11 a.m., 5 p.m., and 11 p.m. wasn't terrible, but waking up at 5 a.m. just to take a damn pill, that was kind of a pain in the ass. So the load that I took to Wisconsin screwed me up. I pulled in, there was a load of plastic pipe, PVC, and I got unloaded and everything after I finally figured out where I needed to go. I get it unloaded in this parking lot that's set up for freaking cars, and I was pointed right at a light pole. So what I did was, so I can go out the same way I came in, I went to the left, and then I was going to back up alongside the light pole and then pull out, do basically a 3-point turn. I checked my little mirror, my bottom convex mirror, and I seen what looked like a tree that was out by the sidewalk. I thought the light pole was along my side. Needless to say, it wasn't. So I don't know how well you guys can see that. Let's see. Focus in a little bit. Yeah, I smashed it. So now I got to get into the trailer shop and see how much that's going to run to. It's just the bumper, the the bar that goes straight across. So they'll probably have to, I'm assuming they'll just have to cut the welds, take that bar out, push out on the frame a little bit, pop the new bar in and weld it up. But yeah, that made me feel like shit. I haven't hit or touched anything in freaking 10 years since I started. Accidents bound to happen. Oh well. And the worst part of it is I decided I'm not keeping this trailer for the 5 years to pay it off. I'm only keeping it until next year, so just long enough so that I can make up some money, and then I'm gonna go get my own trailer. I'm not doing this flatbed. I didn't want to get back into flatbed itself. I didn't. How do I word that? I didn't want to get back into tarping. I have never liked tarping. I'd say probably 80% of my loads since I started here have been no tarp loads, so that's been fine and dandy. But I'm gonna go get a step deck Conestoga. I really wanted the step deck when I first came over here, but I wasn't sure if it was going to be a good fit for me. But every single company or every single shipper, all the loads that I see on the board are pretty much step deck or flat. You need one or the other. They have a good sized list that is just flatbed, or a good sized list that is just step deck. More flatbed than step deck, but there's enough step deck or flatbed step deck that I can definitely make through. And then there's a bunch of not a bunch. There's a few loads that just require Conestogas, so I'll be able to get those loads, and those pay pretty freaking good. But that's the stuff I want to get into. Anyway, the only reason I'm outside right now is the next load I'm going to, I can't have the tarp sitting out here on the bed. I normally don't do that, but where I was, what the heck was that load? Oh, I had pallets, 20 pallets of something for roofing. I had that on there, and it was freaking, wind was blowing like crazy, so excuse me. So I couldn't get it rolled up right. So I just gotta undo it and re-roll it real quick. So I'm gonna do that real quick, and I'll catch you guys later. Stay safe.